All right. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? So right now, I know, don't trip. It's a different name and the special guest, but it's my dude, Freshy Fresh. We're gonna talk about some of the things that we're doing, especially with the iZotope video that I just dropped or whatnot. If you haven't seen the iZotope video, we're gonna talk about that because I know a lot of you guys was talking about that you want to. The stream right now is orange, so I already know that the damn quality is gonna be a little crazy here. It's always a delay, and what I'm gonna do is tweet it out, everybody. If you can, retweet it. We are live, so hit everybody up and let you know. Don't hide your kids, don't hide your wife. Just just join in. Just what's going on. Boo Fool on the beat. What's good? So we got a special guest again, Freshy Fresh. We collaborated on that iZotope Neutron 3 video, and I really do appreciate him bringing his contributions to that. And I'm just gonna let everybody know we live. And we're gonna
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday.
yo, Arcane RDO, what's going on? Past Pace 10, what's good? Young Neil, what is going on? Yes, we are going to talk about Beatstars here. And also, I want to give a special shout out to the brothers over there at Spicy Sundays because they held it down as usual. I got to watch. I want to rewatch it because I was in between watching Mortal Kombat 11 and seeing who was going to win that shit. And then I turned around and I saw that it was on. And next day I knew that it was off. So, but yeah, anyways, so I'm going to hit y'all guys with the intro because you already know how we do. Let's go. So what's up again, guys? I know, long introduction. I had to make sure that the stream is live and everything is working all right. You already know how that is. And we got a pretty good show today, as you can see with the topics here. We're talking about Beatstars versus sampling. And ironically, yeah, the boys over there at Spicy Sundays, MG The Future, Craftmaster Productions, they already tackled it. They tackled it way better than me, but I'm going to go over that. And also, I want to say rest in peace to Bushwick Bill. Appreciate that booth on the beat because I know Sundays here we lost a legend. And we also have a special guest, and the special guest is Freshy Fresh. So what is going on, my brother? I appreciate you for joining in.
What up? What up, Av? How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, we are good to go. He got his stunner glasses on, stunner shades on.
Yeah.
For those who watched the video, which a lot of people watched the iZotope Neutron 3 video in there, we're going to answer the questions on that, but I do want to keep it on pace here with some of the things that we always talk about on Sundays, and that is the poll. So the poll was last week, and I will get into the damn, what the why is my polls repeating? That's funny. The poll last week, if it's gone, is it gone? Uh-oh. Womp womp. Oh, no, it's not. All right, here we go. So, how do you listen to your music and why? I was asking that because iTunes is dead. And also, there was no clarification of what was really going to go on and all that. I did read the article, and, it stated that they was going to split up iTunes so it can make it more operable and accessible with different apps. I know that's beyond the point of Apple doing stuff like that, but they always do strange stuff. So people said, and this was 823 votes, Apple Music at 23% was what most people listen to, 23%. iTunes at 4%. So people obviously are not buying their downloads. They are streaming. Spotify with the monstrous lead at 58%. So that's crazy. 7% for Tidal. Damn. And then you have Google Play at 8%. So it's quite clear that Spotify is the way to go if you are a artist or music producer or musician, whatever. You want to be on Spotify because everybody is on Spotify. How you feel about that, Freshy Fresh?
Well, yeah, I'm actually on Spotify as well, and like it does do numbers. I've seen even my friends and other counterparts that I do music with, their numbers are jumping every day. And then like with the ads coming on Instagram and everything, where you could set yourself up and put yourself on the Spotify playlist, like it's a good outlet. Honestly, I do use Apple Music because I just got an iPhone and it's easy, but Spotify, hey, is winning the game. So
Word, word. I do feel that Spotify has been kicking ass, and that's why I always ask people that I'm gonna collaborate with. Man, you got DistroKid? Cause ain't nothing gonna be popping if you ain't got no DistroKid or any way that we can get
uh-huh.
our shit out there. But there was some pretty funny comments as always. Lou Official YouTube because Google, because I didn't put YouTube as an option. I'm pretty sure YouTube probably might have been first and then maybe Spotify second. But he said you Google YouTube because Google is a multi-billion-dollar corporation advertisement media conglomerate that knows my every move and can recommend me new music. And I'm pretty sure that was sarcasm there. Spotify is cool too. Let me see. Tidal because black owned and artists get paid more than Apple and Spotify. Well, definitely Tidal does pay the most, and I think Tidal is a all in one service because they do service videos as well. But Tidal had that shaky start at the beginning, and shout out to Jigga too for being the first hip hop billionaire. Hey. But yeah, I almost forgot about that. I didn't post anything on IG about it or whatnot, and I saw people flipping out talking about, well, everybody posting Jay-Z picture, but you won't post your homeboy's music. You blah blah blah. Whoop, whoop, that rhetoric. So let me see what else. People are talking about torrents and stuff like that. But anyways, the new poll is, and I don't know why it repeated itself. Maybe let me see. I might have to kill one of these because delete. Lately YouTube has been doing some weird shit with the poll there. For those who are listening, that will be listening on Spotify, I know a lot of people are saying, "Well, I can't find it on Spotify." That's because my lazy ass hasn't put it on Spotify, but it will be on Spotify soon. Just priorities, CPT. So, the new poll is: did iZotope Neutron 3 change the game of mixing, and why? 47% yes, 53% no. Only 2 people replied why it has or hasn't. Let me see here. We got Icy Beats. It says it make music too industrial. To be honest, just throw on Neutron 3, Ozone 8, and you done. With that, we lose character in mixes, and everything will sound the same. Same amount of crisp, and everything will sound more equal. This is what I don't like about trap. I was about to say, I was like, damn. I was like, dude, most trap music sounds goddamn the same. I mean, Spins 808, Lex Luger, slap clap. Nobody wants to be experimental, so I don't see. But I do see his point. It's just like fast food. Make a burger in 5 minutes and get it quick bag. It's profitable, but is music still fun then? My conclusion is that it will only change mixing in trap because trap producers are lazy. Damn.
Damn.
he shot us. So Danny O Production said, I would say it's good for beginners, but then again, I'm not sure if they would even learn how to mix if they keep using this plugin. I would start by mixing with my own ears and add iZotope plugins. So, some good valid points there, man. So, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about iZotope Neutron 3?
Off top, like I was watching the videos and stuff. Like I use the iZotope Ozone 8 for the mastering, but like it's Waves plugins all day. Like you can go get the.
Hey.
I'm sorry, like the reason they are so expensive is because they're gonna give you exactly what you need every time in the box, and it's crazy. Like Waves all day, like and with the with homie saying about the cookie cutter producing, yeah, that's true, but it's not just made for trap producing. I think it's more of like the EDM sound.
Yeah.
They just throw that on there with the little singing vocals, the little robot stuff and all that because it's mostly more instrumental.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then you get a better mix easier. I wouldn't say more trap producers because the trap producers, them 808s and it's very distorted. It's hard to mix, so you got to get in there and rub some elbow grease on there to get the
Right.
mixes right. So
Well, putting some clarification in that video, it was meant. That video in particular was just meant to, show people what a Neutron could capable do in that aspect. I tried it like a few other times, just straight up, just throwing relay on all the tracks and doing it and whatnot. And every time it yielded different results. The one in the video I thought was the best for the focus of like how trap beats would sound like anyway. So what I wasn't clear on was this right here. Like they like in particular, Neutron 3 does side chaining for you. It curves the space of the vocals and stuff like that. In that video, like you wouldn't even get a lot of people I don't think got a clear gist of where iZotope capability was, because I think only 1,000 people actually listened to the song itself, like the mix that was used with Neutron, and just me pushing it up. I didn't really focus on it there, so far, because I'm not gonna put it on Spotify until it is 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So with that, it's quite capable of doing a lot of stuff for you, but you still got to put in a little bit of the know-how. It just makes grouping all of the tracks easier, and that's one of the things that the beginner engineer or whatnot, or somebody that's mixing casually, wouldn't know how to do, is grouping the tracks and making sure that all the vocals sound right. And it's really good. It's really good in that aspect. But it's not like the total end game. It's close to the end game, and it makes me feel like we're in 2019 finally. But it's not like the answer to everything.
Like me, like I was thinking like Lander and like these mastering services. Like
Right.
if you can get a good mix and then go to like Lander or whatever and then throw your thing through the mix, it'll give you a nice master. But that's how I feel the same. That's what I feel about the Neutron. Like it's good for beginners, but you want to get in there and know the know-hows, because for some reason the formula always works and it's been used since the test of time. So you gotta get to know the formula. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like that's the whole thing here. So I know everybody feels like we're a little off topic here. We're gonna get into the juicy stuff first, I guess, and we'll get back to iZotope Neutron 3. I just want to introduce the artist slash producer songwriter that I was able and privileged to work with, which is the guy in front of us right now, which is Fresh.
Big 33.
Big 33. Hey. Yo. So I've known this guy for a long time. What, about 3 years now?
Yeah.
So it was bound to happen. Like we did the Trap Tendo Tunes Radio, which I'm bringing that back, and I think that's gonna really help out with the mass amount of music producers that got talent, but they just they just don't have the platform, and it really helped us out in a nutshell. And I don't know why I stopped. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm just my brain, but I met a whole bunch of people. I met you, Ocean View. Who else?
Shout out Ocean View.
What's going on? What else? A91, the Juan Boy, Bama Boys Entertainment. I met I met a lot of almost everybody in real life, basically, and it's really good. And I'm gonna bring that back because there's more people energy on the track. There's a lot of people I know I'm forgetting right now, so don't kill me, guys. I got love for you. I got love for you. So, all right. So on to the thing, the proceedings of the evening. We're gonna talk about this topic here. I know it was a little off. I just want to introduce everybody to the new special guest of the day here, as Mr.Different is chilling with his family, and that is Beatstars versus Samples. So, as you may know, if you have checked out Spicy Sundays, they did an elaborate topic about how Beatstars is handling the whole sample situation. It's obvious that with the hit record Old Town Road, that actual production was founded on Beatstars through a producer that said it was a throwaway beat. Mind you, quote unquote, that's what he said, and that's DJ. I mean, not DJ Young Kyle, but Young Kyle, and I believe he's a European artist too, I think. a European producer, which is a lot of those guys these days. Shout out to Europe. But anywho, we gonna get into this. Yes, I did say anywho. So I got the email here. I threw it away, but at the same time, I think everybody should know about it. So the email reads as this right here. It says, "Hey or hi, Beatstars family. We have been recent. Damn. Ooh. Let me start back. Oh shit. We have been receiving some questions regarding the use of third-party samples and how to properly disclose this information to your customers when licensing your beats. Here are a few things you should know about sampling and the implications it could have on you. You must disclose any third-party samples when licensing your beats. We added a field in the upload track form for you to list which samples were used so your customers are aware about the potential clearance before commercializing their song. Not disclosing this information to your customers could possibly result in legal claims against you." How to make sure that you're disclosing these samples in your license agreements during the upload process. Use third-party loops and or samples and list the name of the samples and all that. Anyway, skipping over. Number 2, BeatStars will automatically add this information to your license agreement so that your customers are made aware of all these elements using your beat. Disclaimer: BeatStars discourages the use of any unauthorized samples in your music and recommends you source your samples in a legal, authorized fashion. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact our support team here. And when I was reading it or whatnot, I thought to myself, if you was to watch Spicy Sundays, they kind of went a little more into it, in a deeper rabbit hole into the conspiracy theory. I don't have the dope ass soundboard that CMP has, but I would do the X-Files thing. But from reading that, do you think any of that just seems like they're just like throwing producers under the bus here, just at your personal opinion?
Off top, because they're still letting the songs still go out regardless. Like there's no prevention to it. Like it's like, all right, you could just put the samples in, but and still sell it. And like here you go. Like it's on you though. Just know it's on you. It's like it's not really protection at all. It's not giving you protection. There's like producers already should know like with the sample clearance, like using mainstream samples, you got to get a lawyer and stuff and all that stuff and go through that. But like with the third party loops and these royalty free packs, I do not understand why producers keep putting in the packs like, oh, you need to give me credit and oh, you need to give me royalties because they're putting it out for sale. It's royalty free. Now if 50 producers made that beat and said like 10 of them got placed and they just flipped the loop all crazy different ways, like how are you gonna claim each one? You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make no sense with the royalty free stuff and the third party loops. It gets very sticky and tricky, I feel.
Yeah, that's a good point. One of the things I can comment on, because one, I'm not really a fan of royalty-free samples. I have some. I did the first Traptendo sample pack. I let it be royalty-free, but then I turned around and saw for myself that people were repackaging it, reselling it on their site and all that, which, shout out to them because they just gave me free money, dumbasses. But they was reselling it, repackaging it, and then, there was people that was flipping it and then again repackaging it into their own little sample packs or whatnot. So I'm 100% totally against royalty-free sampling because of the maliciousness that comes from that shit. When you do a lot of work, you kind of want to provide people with stuff. And I understand certain producers, they actually have to be the OVO sweatshop for a lot of people behind the scenes. So they got to make a lot of tracks for X artist or X producer that's standing above them on, certain projects. So, they want something that that won't be a conflict of interest in the long run. But I think if you're, as long as if you make the EULA or the agreement clear, like as if don't get the money and then turn around and just say, oh well, this ain't royalty free. Like I seen some people like you were saying that was saying that their packs is royalty free, and then you go and you get it, and then there's a EULA in there that says basically, well, this ain't royalty free. I need my credit or whatnot. Me personally, with royalty free packs, and it's quite clear if you use my samples anyways. I know because the way I make my melodies, I can tell when somebody is doing it. No matter how you flip it, there's only certain ways you can flip my shit and it not sound different. But I mean, sound different. But I kind of got into this, like, man, look, man, I will clear your shit. Like, I will clear your shit if you're gonna use my samples, but I needs my credit. I needs my credit because of said things that happen. But more on topic, and I do apologize for intervening what you're saying. But more on topic about that, I don't think that Beatstars is necessarily throwing producers under the bus. I just think that they are protecting their platform, as you should. If you was a businessman and you was welcoming in all these people, even though Beatstars is obviously the guys that at the top of the pyramid are the ones that's collecting all the money regardless, because if you have a free page or whatever, they get 30% and all that. And I mean, that's the cost of having a free page, I guess. And, on top of that, like, they have, their people that they represent, that actually represents Beatstars, the paying ones and all that. And, they're the higher priority producers because they're going to be on the front page at all times. And then you got the people that pay for the promotion and that will get that priority. And then there's you at the end of the day, where if you just are the person that doesn't pay for the promotion or whatever, but you got the Beatstars page, and yet you're yet to have a sale because of all these other things that that have to meet a standard of some sort.
Right. You don't think like the with the Beatstars and the promotions and all that, and like if everybody's trying to get promotions and they're on the waiting list, don't you think it kind of gets tricky though, like in a way, like because then you're just stuck behind whoever is paying the most money and getting it out there. Like, oh, I got the first. It's like first.
Right.
The front page. I got the front page. Like they're not get. What I see is like they're not just giving you like the low producer a chance to get up to the top page to get seen. It's just like, oh, if it's this person, and this person on the top page, and they pay the money constantly, they're just gonna be on the top page, and then you're just gonna be fed those beats instead of like maybe Joe Schmo down the block that's making beats in his mom's basement got the fire and he's putting
Right.
money to it, but he's not getting the same platform. So it's just like
it
that
pisses
whole
you off. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. Look, when I joined Beatstars, what, about maybe almost 2 years? I think I've been on there almost 2 years now. Yeah, I will be on 2 years now. I already canceled. I won't be on there after this year. And I can't. But the way I feel about Beatstars, at least in my first year, I was like, man, it's gonna take time. I did some investigations of the people that that do sell beats because they're always bragging about it on social media like geniuses. Some people just can't be quiet about their success. They gotta put it out for the world to know, and that's fine. I appreciate every last one of you guys. But yeah, I went and looked and seen what they was doing right, because that's the first thing you do when you're trying to establish a business, and you got people that are in the same field as you. You're supposed to maybe not investigate, but look at the people that are above you that are see what they're doing right that you're doing wrong. So I went on there and made some adjustments to, like, the EULA, did the buy one get one freeze and all that. Then I saw a sale out of it. Like, I sold a beat, but then I thought to myself, like, damn, like, I do beat tutorials. I started off on YouTube selling a shit ton of beats on a different platform, which was RapBattle.com, and I've sold over, before going over to Beatstars, I've sold over 1,000 beats, like like 1,000 beats on one platform alone. Maybe 300 or 400 on another platform. My Beat Shop, I think it was called, on that platform. And that platform went down because the person that was running my beat shop was selling other people's beats on different platforms. Like, he was He was
All
picking the
some
dope.
snake shit happening.
That snake shit, right?
Yeah, everybody be weird, dog. That shit is so weird to me.
Right. So that's one of the main reasons why I fucks with Bandzoogle so heavy is that is Bandzoogle, even though they aren't 100% catered to the music producer, it's for musicians. They understand how SEO works when you click on the website, not Bandzoogle itself, because that's where you would sign up and set up everything, but it is your website. It's your true website, as if you built it from like WordPress, or that's what it's called, WordPress.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
built it from WordPress or any other thing, or Squarespace or something like that, which
yeah.
Squarespace is obviously like the second choice for a lot of people. So you
And
know
I'm
go ahead.
honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like I haven't really when I sell beats, it's mostly to the people that I be around in the city from just grinding out and like you just putting yourself out there. Like I really
Absolutely.
haven't like seen sales from. I've done the YouTube thing. I know the little trick with the tags and all that to get yourself on the front page and all that stuff. But I haven't really seen sales from that. Where I see sales from is people DMing me wanting to get work, or you just be in the studio and fools hear you like, oh, I need that. So it's more about I feel like for me just putting yourself out there will really take you a long way,
Yeah.
and then just like trying to do the type beat stuff because that stuff is getting very very oversaturated
That
like
shit is
every day.
this shit's always been dry to me. It's this, basically the whole entire YouTube thing is you put somebody else's name on it. Like it's a damn shame when you have as much fame as internet money, but they have no fucking shame but to put Metro Boomin's ass on front of almost every last one of their thumbnails.
Oh,
Pierre Bourne on every one of their thumbnails. Slap that nigga Nick Mears on your shit and let it be. Let it rock. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Like,
but well, I just don't get like why everybody doesn't want to just create something new and bring something new to the table. Like they just want to keep like, oh, he's making beats like that. Oh, okay, I can do it too. Like, no,
and
bro,
it be
my homie's
lies.
lane. It's homie's lane for a
Lies.
reason. It's a lie. You're not gonna get on from just copying the next man. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Like, they're doing. It's. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just gonna be 1,000. Like, hey, them fools are telling you this stuff for a reason to keep you in a fucking box so they can continue to get the money straight up like that is facts at
Right.
point blank period. They're just making you copy, so they're just making you copy what they do over and over again so that these motherfuckers can just sit on top and just be laughing at you motherfuckers because y'all just becoming a fucking clone. Who's gonna
Well,
listen to you?
it's the thing, and this is my problem here. When I saw the Genius thumbnail talking about FL Studio inventors, how FL Studio changed the game, I'm like, dude, how the fuck is Nick Mirror even close to third on this thumbnail? Like, what the fuck did this nigga bring to FL Studio that Lex Luger or freaking Knife Wonder, which was the first person
Exactly.
I know that really brought up, especially for hip hop and for to work with fucking Jay-Z. I think
Why
that's a
did
bigger accolade than working with some nigga that looks and sounds like Little Uzi Vert. Like,
hold
dog,
on,
come
hold
on,
on.
man.
Did they hold on? It like you speaking about like I know the old school heads and I fuck with Ninth Wonder all day. But like what about like did they put my boy Sledrin on there? Did they put Cardo? Because those fools are like
Right.
straight
Cardo got
FL heads,
wings, all those niggas.
killing
Hell, I'd
FL
rather seen
and Johnny
KBZ on
Giuliano.
that bitch than goddamn Nick Mirror. Like,
Yeah,
KBZ is at least a
what
tad
about
bit.
Johnny Giuliano and everybody that's like really the Vibe Beats and Superstar, the fools that are really
John
putting in that work?
Giuliano. What the fuck?
You know,
Like,
yeah,
dog, man, fuck Genius, man. It's an obvious trap out here how niggas is doing shit, man. Fuck Genius. Fuck Genius, dog. Straight up. But like, it just bothers me that we have such a, like, you can see the hypocrisies of the society behind all the stuff that is rocking on YouTube with the people that are doing shit. But this is besides Beatstars. Let's get back on
hey,
topic
this
here.
I saying, hey, bro, if y'all just want to be following fools and just continue to follow people and
Oh no,
continue,
just go. I'm gonna play the
go
game
ahead.
too. I could play the game better
You,
because I can
hey,
actually walk up to Pierre Bourne, and these niggas is in my city, my dude.
exactly. Stay
Like
out
Young
there.
Nudie and all them. These niggas. Matter of fact, just talking about putting the preset bank out there, niggas from the city was like, hey man, I fucks with your sounds and shit like that, man. Could we do some shit? I'm like, all right, like. I'm waiting, nigga. Like, I've been talking to a lot of these dudes. Like, you can see my damn followers. And see, I have legitimate people behind me. All you guys are legitimate, by the way. I don't give a fuck if you got a platinum plaque or not. All you that fuck with me, I fucks with you 100%, and that's
100.
what's real.
Real
But
shit.
back on topic to the Beatstars thing, and I didn't mean to drag it so far, but and to get off topic. But the thing is about it, I don't think it's wrong for Beatstars to actually want to cover their ass. I mean, from the outside looking in, a lot of people are going to have an issue with it. And then also you have the people that already, they pirate their damn sounds, they take samples from shit that they don't know what the samples are. And it's important, especially learning from, again, that Nick Mirror situation where he tried to Melodyne Sting shit, and then he got mad when Sting wanted his damn his cut or whatnot for that damn song. It didn't even matter at the end of the day. It's like, Nick, you got your fucking hit record. Pay homage. Get this nigga his credit, man. Like that's where I hope these younger guys understand. Like, no, you're still getting it out here. You're making moves. Even if you don't even like what the fuck I'm saying, you're doing better than what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm cool with that because I got my own shit going on. And I'll be 100% in the mix, regardless of, if I do get a platinum plaque or not, because I've established myself in the streets, my dude.
You gonna get it, nigga. Don't trip. You gonna get it.
Right. we got it.
You gonna get it. Don't trip. You gonna get it.
But anyway, so yeah, I do feel that, that's the thing that bothers the most of people, that the fact that, they might be hiding samples and shit like that on songs and stuff, that beats that you got to do, then you don't want to give up credit. This is an ongoing thing in the fucking industry in general. But, it allows the artist to at least have a choice if they want to buy the least beat or not. And they probably, if it's fire, it's fire. They're going to get it. It's like, you think Lil Nas X, if Young Kyle would have told him, oh, that's a sample in that beat, you think he would have been like, oh, wait a minute, then he would have missed this fucking pot.
Exactly. And you gonna have enough, like, when you got the hit song, you got the hit song. Like, just give the money up, because you're gonna make bajillions more dollars at the end of the day. Just be righteous about it.
And by the way, Boof on the Beat was he had asked a question in the chat, and shout out to him, he's one of my moderators, but he was like, do presets have EULAs? Now, I have seen people that put EULAs in preset banks, and I don't know why. I can understand in electric because you can make a full-on melody that, that you can, all you have to do is press one button at the end of the day, and then, certain people, they get upset when somebody uses their preset in a song or whatever, and, because they think they deserve credit. I mean, I'm not one of those people personally. When I make presets, dog, I'm not gonna sit here. All I want is a testimonial. You know what I'm saying? If you make a hit from one of my preset banks, dog, just give me a testimony. Give a brother a chance to make this community bigger than what it is, or to make it outside of goddamn hood, goddamn.
Pay homage, nigga.
For real. For real. Like, that's all I'm asking. But anyways, let's go ahead and go on to another topic here. Damn, what were we at? 33 minutes talking about goddamn Beatstars. But anyway, it's like, the next topic I'm going to talk about is WWDC 2019. For those who don't know, that's Apple's little meet and greet where they do keynote and all that stuff. They want you to use the phrase dub. I think they earn the respect. I'm gonna put some respect on their name. And I'm gonna say dub. And man, I know a lot of you guys are Windows gang, but it might be time to change it up a little bit if you are a graphic artist. Music producers do see some benefits from this too as well. And I'm going to get into a few things here. And the first thing I'm going to get into is the iOS change. So they got iOS 13 that is going to be for the iPhone, but they got a new OS for the iPad called iPad OS. And with this new iPad OS, you're able to hook up storage finally to your goddamn thing that you spent almost $1,000 on. So I got an iPad Pro 11, and I just demonstrated it. Is a very good tool for a lot of things that you could do, especially for graphic arts, because of the Apple Pencil, which is expensive as hell. I spent $129 goddamn dollars on it, but it's really good. Like, if you see my thumbnail game, I'm stepped up a whole lot. And there are apps on in the the Apple Store that are really good, or App Store that are really good, especially if Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer. If you are a Photoshop person that's paying like a monthly fee for it, you only pay maybe $50 for like Infinity Photo or something like that, and I might be wrong about that. I might be misquoting the price, especially for the App Store. Really good, but the iPad gets its own OS. iTunes is dead. New Mac Pro. I don't give a damn about the Mac Pro because it's $5,000. They can kiss my ass with that. They also have a damn stand that costs the stand for their new monitor costs $1,000. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. They tripping about that. But they have made some really good strides with adding the OS to iPad. It's not out yet, but you can get the beta. The public beta is out in July, and it's a really good move. I don't know if you are an iPad guy, but let me know how you feel about the iPad. I kind of know already, but go ahead, brother.
Windows.
Oh my god.
All right, on top, like, that's amazing. Finally, like, you could put the iPad with your storage and all that stuff in there. That's good. I've had the iPad and made the beats on the iPad. I thought it was the next way to go. For me, it's not, but for somebody else, if you're on the go all the time, you need stuff on the go. Well, that's beautiful because now you could just maneuver how you need to maneuver. But it's FL gang for me all day, and
FL is on damn Mac though.
I'm just stubborn, man. I'm stubborn. I'm sorry, I can't. No comment, no comment.
Well, I think the biggest thing to take away from their new announcements, especially, is the new OS for MacBooks. So the new OS for MacBooks, they have a feature it's called Catalina, and then they have a new feature called Sidecar, which allows you to pair your iPad to your MacBook, and what you could do from there, which it kind of kills other companies that are doing that, but you can slide your app from your MacBook to your iPad, and then you can use your Apple Pencil with it. Goddamn, that is fire.
Yeah, it's clean.
And for those who don't know, I've actually made beats with my iPad in FL Studio on Windows, using some of their different apps where you can use, if you're into Scalar, they got shit tons of riff generators and all kinds of stuff that I haven't even revealed yet because I want to keep some of that secret sauce, right? So, but they have some really dope apps to where you can make stuff on there, but it gets even better when you have like a MacBook and stuff like that. So I gotta apply them on that. I gotta give them a shout out to Apple for at least doing things that would encourage people to stay in the Mac world, or even to embrace a whole Mac ecosystem. Because even AirDrop in itself, if I could AirDrop something I'm working on to my iPad into my MacBook real fast, I don't even have to worry about some of those things. But
It'd be great. Like with the Mac, with the iPad and stuff, like it'd be crazy if they have a DAW like you could record and like actually do tracking and stuff and mixing, mastering. That'd be crazy. Like that.
What? They do have that. It's called Cubases. They also have GarageBand. That shit is GarageBand. Don't sleep on GarageBand. That shit is hella fire. I was shocked. What else do they have? What is another Beatmaker? Which I have open right now I'm using it as a soundboard. I'm not 100% utilizing it to its full extent, but you could do that. Sampling on there. They have, what is it called? Audio Bus. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
What else do they have on there that is really good for like sound designers and music producers? But you could do a whole, like, it's easy to do a whole song on the iPad. And that's the reason why I'm kind of like stepping away from because I get tired of carrying this big ass laptop. This gaming laptop ain't it, chef. But if I do get a MacBook, which I probably will eventually, I would love to have it paired alongside with my iPad, and I'm getting away from controllers too.
Away from the midis.
Yeah, I'm getting away from MIDI controllers because I'm picking up so many different instruments and playing different instruments. It's like, what do I really need a MIDI controller for? And then if you pair something like ChordBot by Isolate Instruments with your iPad, I can only I think about it almost every night. I'm like, damn, You know, this shit kind of discouraged me not to make beats and shit like that. Even though I got the push over here, and the push is ridiculous with
Right.
Ableton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that chord bot stuff, that shit's crazy. I've been had my eye on that for a minute, but
Yeah,
you know.
he hasn't been making good. Well, he's been trying, and I'm not gonna be one of those guys that beat up on the guys over there, Isolate Instruments over there in South Florida. But you know, shit been selling like hotcakes, and it's a really small company. He had very low expectations for the sales of that particular item, and now he has a plan. He can't even move on to that. But let me stay on topic here and just get over here. So, you know, if you are shopping for a MacBook Pro, it's not going to be cheap. Obviously, you know, if you're in the Windows world, if you're a Windows gang person, and, you know, respect to all those people that are that, you're going to pay a little less for a laptop depending on how serious you take production. Ghetto Styles, appreciate that subscription. So you know you gotta put that in consideration. But you know they're making long strides here, and I also want to check out Logic Pro X just cause I'm one of those people that really like to get into it. I jumped into Pro Tools. I want to check out Final Cut Pro. I don't give a damn about nothing by Adobe because they're the rip off kings. Let me see. Let me get into the pricing here because that's Daniel Bergoli, future boyfriend. Why the fuck did you unsubscribe from the guy? But anyways, you know, you got the 13-inch, the 15-inch, and you know a lot of differences. Of course, you know we are still dealing with Apple, so you know you have to spend the most amount of money just to get the i7 in the 13-inch. And let's see here. So you got the touch bar, you know, and they give you the touch bar, the touch ID, the quad core, 2.4 gigahertz, and then you're spending about $2,000. But at least you get a 512 gigabyte SSD storage. I mean, that's decent. 8 gigs of RAM?
Yeah, no.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Off top, 2,000 with only 8 gigs of RAM. You got me. You got shit.
Yeah, you got me totally fucked up. That's crazy.
But hey, I'll say with Mac though, you get better video editing and stuff like that because it's more smoother. It's like you don't get that choppy buffering stuff like you do on Windows, and like you have to have some real powerful stuff to edit on Windows. So
no, not necessarily. There, you can spend about 1,500 and get the. And I need to do a video on it. I don't necessarily like co-signing companies that just they do the obvious, like they go and get the celebrities to sell their stuff. These guys over here trolling me hella hard. RZA 808, it was good. But anyway, so you know I don't like Razer. Like Razer, they have killed it in the last year or so with their laptops. They're very optimized. They perform very well with Adobe Premiere, and you know everybody's into the whole Adobe Premiere shit. So you know their performances have pretty much flatlined like the MacBooks. So that's why a lot of people have been leaving the Apple world. But you know that's the reason why that they have re-released the MacBook Pro 2019s just to clear up the throttling issues and to, you know, clear up the performance so they can stay on top there. Damn, and look at that shit, boy. You gotta pay you gotta pay $2,800 for 2.3 gigahertz of 8-core 9th generation Intel Core i processor. I hope they implement that A12 processor into their laptops and just get rid of Intel. But that's what they're trying to do. And then they got a Radeon fucking graphic card, like a separate graphic card, I think. Maybe I'm reading that right. But 16 gigs, you know, that's standard. 12 gigabytes of SSD, you know, touch bar and all that, and then Thunderbolt 3 ports, which I'm kind of getting to love with USB Type-C anyway. So, but yeah, pretty decent stuff here. Let me see. So next topic here, it is a pretty light topic I want to get into, and I think, you know, everybody has seen this shit, and that will be the whole entire 50 Cent versus the troll thing. So boom shakalaka! Yo, I gotta talk about this, man. I mean, why not?
This ain't for you, man. It's just it.
Yo, so, you know, 50 Cent minding his business with his big booty Judy. going out on a date and gets sexually harassed by a damn internet troll. Trying to want him to check out his mixtape CD in 2019 as if people haven't like moved on to goddamn Spotify. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? So I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play it a little lower because they be hating, boy. They be hating copyright strikes and shit. You know, TMZ be trying to claim shit that ain't theirs. But you know, DJ Academics made the post on Twitter. Everybody retweeted it when it happened because of DJ Academics being DJ Academics. But here it is. Squaring up with that dude. Nigga, 50 would have laid this nigga the fuck out.
He just wanted you to just see his. He just wanted you to see his Instagram, man.
It's not gonna work. Comment section says that Kevin Hart. That's what I thought. I thought it was like, you know, a little joke. Right. So.
Yeah, no.
Yo. All right, so let's get into it right here, man. So, judging from that, like we all, you know, as people that don't have the celebrity, the fame or whatnot, we always look for those quote unquote idols to help pull us out of that quote unquote barrel that we're in. Like, if you see somebody, you know, that you think that would be able to pull you out of that, I want to say theoretical barrel, would you approach them while they're on a date with some big booty Judy to talk about your SoundCloud and your IG?
Nah, I live in Las Vegas and stuff, and it just reminds me of the guys that be on the strip just rapping and shit, trying to hand you CDs. Like,
oh, that's everywhere.
Yeah. They be on it tough. Like, yeah, it's a no-go, especially if you're on a date, especially nowadays in 2019 and everybody being so PC. Like, fuck, hell no. Like, just grind hard and work hard. Like, don't run up there. Don't run up to your favorite rapper and be like, start busting out 16s and all that, screaming at him and shit. Like, hey, nah.
Like, first of all, it's not 1995. It's not 1995. It's 2019, where you can, for real, get your stuff out there. There's many ways to get your stuff out there. And you don't have to sit there and go to 50 Cent while he is on a freaking date with Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. And just go out there and just say, like, hey, I got a mixtape. And then on top of that, try to square up with the homie. Like, dog.
He's trying to... 50 was trying to get his swerve on. He ain't trying to restart G Unit again. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, he's moved on, dog. Like for real. Like, the thing that I had an issue with the whole situation, and I know the brother has actually been getting traction from it. Obviously, the main reason why he recorded it is because he wanted to make whatever happened happen. And it didn't matter. And that's these trolls. I don't know if I'll call him an alleged troll. I think the real issue with the situation is the fact that he approached somebody at the wrong time. Me, personally, I have been around Quavo, I don't know how many goddamn times, like, because of doing other things, like, I do stuff for, like, ESPN on the side, and, you know, I do a lot of high school basketball stuff, because we got, like, so much great, like, good players that's out here in Georgia. And Quavo is always in the crowd, you know, checking out either, you know, his old team, that old school that he used to go to, or players that are popping in the city, because there's a lot of ex-NBA players, you know, sons that are in the city or whatnot. You know, Jay-Z's right-hand man, Kenny Burns, his son played at my high school this year. And I was just like, you know, just kicking with him, cooling. and not even sweating him. I'm not gonna approach people while they're doing other things, regardless of what ambitions I have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been around cats too, like Kyle, Buddy, my bros, Mr. Man, and who else? We shot a video for Hazel Lee and stuff, and like I wasn't tripping out either. It's just you gotta just be cool. Like when it's time to
Hazel Lee needs a damn beat or two from you, or a song, goddamn, for real.
hey,
No
I be
capping.
I be trying to tell people, but hey, they don't hear me. They'll get it. They'll get it right.
But the thing is, man, you got to understand your place, the role, or whatnot. And the funniest thing that 50 Cent said was, "It's not gonna work." And then the dude, what's the first thing that this dude does? Instead of capitalizing off of doing anything else like merch, music, putting out music, this dude goes and just to show everybody, to show the world, I'm not afraid of 50 Cent. Okay, word. Then why the hell, if a nigga bunks, first of all, street rules. If somebody bucks on me, you want to throw, for real. So I'm not going to back up and sit there and talk about, I'm just going to do this, and oh man, we could do this. No, I'm throwing. But in homie's situation, the guy that's sitting there harassing 50 while he's with Big Booty Judy, he shouldn't have been, 50 should have laid his ass. But
you know why 50 didn't lay him is because the cameras was on.
Oh no, it's all good though, because homie, if he was really about that life, because in the response video, obviously you want to say he's grandpa. He wasn't grandpa when he was with Big Booty Judy, and you was sitting there trying to beg for a career, like you know what I'm saying? Like none of that shit's it's not gonna work. Just like you said, it's not gonna work. And guess what? 50 does. He makes a damn shirt, a shirt that you can purchase from a website that says it's not gonna work. And I'm pretty sure that shirt sold more than anything that homie did. Like,
capitalized on that one.
So that's why 50 said it's not gonna work. And I don't think he still I don't think he gets it. There's nothing he can do. Like, and he looks 100% ridiculous. Yes, he probably got more fans and all that, because in this modern day society, you don't even have to be tough to look tough or be tough. You could just do whatever the hell you say whatever you want, do what the hell you want, and then people are going to tune in because you're agent of chaos.
I have a registered pistol. And shoot nobody with, and you're a savage.
Actually, to be quite true, if you have a registered pistol, you're already doing things right, because if somebody will pull up on you or whatnot, you the one that don't have to worry about going to prison. You're in fear of your life.
Truth, but you ain't gonna be flashing it around all crazy.
Oh no. And like what was it, Lil Xans, the kid that over OD'd off of freaking Cheetos, man. I started to pull that up. What's going on, Noodles? Luke.
OD'd off libido.
And I started to pull that. I started to put that in the title too. Lil Xan, about him pulling out on homie with the gun and shit like that, because a kid of that stature ain't gonna fight nothing. He can't
Lil
fight.
Xan's pulling out guns now?
Yeah, Lil Xan's the little I don't know if he's a white kid or not. I don't even give a damn. But he pulled out the pistol, whatever, to confront dude, because everybody's bullying him because of the shit he said about Tupac. I just think the kid is goofy as hell in the first place. But perhaps my kids, they might like his ass, but I'm not personally liking anybody that got no respect for the people, the forefathers.
He got the hustle, but I'm not down for this punk rock Green Day ass rap that's coming out. I'm sorry. It's hip hop all day. I can't fuck with it, bro. None of this punk rock country bullshit. This is bullshit to me. It's culture bullshit.
I'm kind of into, and that's the thing, when the whole Old Town Road thing popped up and whatnot, people was like, he's starting a new wave with the whole alternative rock trap or alternative country trap. I'm like, bro, I've been doing this shit for years. This is old, and not just only me. Plenty of other people have done it. Outkast did that shit.
Nelly did it.
Yeah, Nelly.
Ice-T did a whole fucking rock album. Fools need to do their homework. I fucking love the young generation. Don't get me wrong. I love the young generation and what they be doing. but they need to do some homework real quick and just respect where the fuck has been the foundation that's just been laid out for them straight up. Because these new rappers that got fools tricked out here. It's not.
Yeah,
It's supposed
UGK definitely. UGK. Let me see it. I remember that song. That's pretty country as fuck right there. But that's not only the only thing that UGK Pimp C did a lot of that production, by the way. But you know that vibe is old.
even 3-6, right?
Triple Six has definitely jumped on the whole country bandwagon on some stuff. I can't name shit off the top of my head because I'm
I know Manny Fresh, of course, got that nice. He's. I'm pretty sure he's dibbled and dabbled in that sound too, like with Wayne and all that. It's been done.
but I just think it's just funny. You know, the generation now that we have here is, and nothing against the youth at all. You know, if that is what you want to do, if you really want to claim stuff for what it is, and you know you feel like you are the done data because you think that you done it first, hey, that's fine. You know, be that way. But you know, that's where I step in and try to give the historical ethics behind the music, and you know, I will do stuff like that. Let me see here. So what else we got? Oh, so I guess we'll talk about this. So again, the whole purpose, and I do appreciate you showing up on short notice too. The whole purpose of this thing here that we're doing today, the podcast, was to definitely talk about iZotope, because everybody wanted me to talk about iZotope Neutron 3, and we have talked about it and whatnot. And you can check him out, check out the music that we did together. I don't have a full on version of it. Damn, look at that face though. But I did a video that came out earlier this week, and we was talking about iZotope Neutron 3 and AI and achieving balance and how good it is or whatnot. Hey, there go me in that damn tank top shirt, tank top hoodie. But it's pretty good. I think it's worth checking out. If you do have the money, then it's fine. Check out the demo at the bare minimum. But we did a joint together, and let me go ahead and pull that up real quick, because I think that'll be more beneficiary to what we're talking about here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that record up so everybody will hear that. And you can go ahead and follow him on his IG in this video too as well, because I linked him out. I always like to, when I work with people, I like to show them as much love as they show me, because he could have just said, man, that beat is trash. I don't fuck with it, because he does do some dope production himself.
Lies. Beats hard. The whole pack was hard.
Oh, appreciate that. Here's the song too.
I even got off to the boom bap one too. Don't even trip.
Word. But yeah, here's the song we did.
My mission on one thing, niggas, you know they know this. If I don't hear it, I don't see no you.
So y'all can check it out on the website, djamacree.net. Check it out. It's in the music section. I got plenty of songs that a lot of people need to take heed to. I'm actually doing very well on Spotify, and once that song is 100% complete, which I need to do that on my end, and it will be on Spotify, and you guys can stream it on Spotify as well. But yeah, let me see here. I know that there's something else that we want to talk about, but iZotope Neutron, I guess, all in all, really good tool, really good way to start for beginners to understand how mixing is, and it also does very well for people that are pros too, because it does sidechain, it does your compression, all that stuff, and you can rearrange it. More tutorials to come about that on Neutron here. So, new stuff here. What we got far as our new stuff? There was something that a lot of people was telling me to check out. I got it. I bought it. And that is this right here. And that is Sublab from Future Audio Workshop. And what this is an 808 synth. Now, this is not the first one. There's plenty of them out here. However, I think this is a really good one. Let me see. So here's some short summary of it. Future Audio Workshop has developed what is called a new class of synthesizers designed for hip-hop, future-based trap genres, going by the name Sublab. The architecture of this synth works by layering three main sound sources, crafting the signal through a filter, distortion, sidechain compression. I mean, the typical stuff. But there's things that make this a little untypical as far as the quality goes. On the mastering output, There are also options for maximizer and stereo widening, which is pretty new in that spectrum because there are some other ones I'm going to pull up in a video, maybe a comparison video of some sort. 3 sound engines consistent of a sim sampler and a brand new X sub, which is essentially psychoacoustic sub bass oscillator. The trademarked sound engine is designed to give a consistent, accurate sub on any speaker system, which in testing, pardon me, goddamn, I'm parched. But I don't know if you checked it out or not, Freshy Fresh.
No, I haven't. This is my first time ever hearing about this, but all the features sound nice. We might get some crazy 808s out of that.
Oh yeah,
The 808s out of that.
If we wasn't short on bandwidth, I will pull that bitch up in FL Studio right now.
People been telling you about it? The ones that told you to get it, did they tell you how the 808s and stuff sound? Have you checked it out yet?
Mr.Different, which would have been pretty cool for him to be here as well, would have been like he's already done a video on it. And the video that he did, he went into a short explanation about it. They also have a synth plugin that existed beforehand. I actually talked with this company before, and I never did a review for it. It's called Circle 2, and it's really good. But overall, I think this Sublab, in my opinion, for me just playing around with it for about 5 or 10 minutes, is really good for articulating 808s from, if you want to do a Spins 808, you can just make the shape of the Spins 808 in there. Might want to apply distortion if you want to or whatnot, but it's good for shaping out the 808 itself. There's no export button, but that's okay. I mean, I can pull up Edison. I mean, anybody can pull up Edison and record what you do. It's easy. I've done fucking videos all over that shit. But really good. It's really, really good for not only that layering, because you can put a kick in there if you want to do the whole shout out to DJ Plug. Shout out DJ Plug. If you want to do a plug 808, you can layer the kicks in there with the actual sine wave, and you can get that in there. Distortion, pretty good. And then if you don't have a good understanding of how the plugin works, you can hover over the different features, and it'll tell you at the bottom right of the screen. So I guess I did explore it a lot.
There you go. Oh shit. Brand new 808s come into the game, because that's what needs to be in the game. You can really shape some new
sounds. Yeah, you don't necessarily got to do it for 808s either. You can do, I guess you could do a little bit of EDM type basses or whatever. I don't know.
Some crazy sub basses.
Yeah,
that'd be nice then. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, pretty dope. James Robinson said, doesn't MG the Future have a video on it too? I don't know. If he does, make sure that you check it out on his channel. It'll be well worth it, because he actually does a real good job of covering stuff. Thank God for people that like to actually read before they just jump and do tutorial videos on shit. And he would be one of those people that do that. Same thing with Mr.Different as well. And I'm not, so people don't, you didn't show up to the podcast, so you're running shade on that nigga. But what else? I see people talking about some stuff. Run DMC did a country song or something like that. I don't know. But if you don't want to, let me see. I'm reading Danielle Bagoli's future boyfriend's comment, which always brings some weird, crazy stuff. If you don't want the executive producer and all of your videos dancing, come to Death Row. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Right. What else did we have on the new stuff here? There was, we already talked this right here. And I thought this was pretty good, because we always talk about audio interfaces on this podcast, because I know a lot of people are always looking for the perfect audio interface, like the perfect laptop, like the perfect whatever. And this one right here is brought to you by Zoom, and it's really good for a lot of reasons. And I guess I could play this video here. I could play the audio from this really loud. It wouldn't matter, because they're not like TMZ and shit, always copyright claiming on some bullshit, or other people. But what this particular audio interface is meant for live, but you could do stuff in your crib. It also has rack ears, so you can rack it as well. I don't know if it's 9U standard for the rack, but maybe I'm thinking it would. You see, he has an iPad, so you can do snapshots and recall some mixes and stuff like that, which is good for live shit. I'm all about doing the live shit as of lately because I think that's gonna be my saving grace as far as my music production goes. You know, because this whole FL Studio editing shit, MIDI editing stuff, it's gonna be what the wave, and a lot more people. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. FL Studio it's gonna run the muck. But anyways, good music, pretty good video, and as they demonstrated or whatnot. And you know, again, this is a there's things that I liked about it. Let me see. I'm trying to find out like what are the natural specs of this thing here. Check out that JX Studio Palace kit. I'm pretty positive they stole a bunch of kits and made a huge kit and promoting it heavy on Facebook. I have it. I'm pretty sure too. When it comes to a lot of these dudes that want to jump on the 808 Mafia bandwagon outside of my homie 808 Mafia Mac, my other dudes that don't really get that much props, and that's Taliban Jew. Shout out to my dude Taliban. And my other homie, I can't think of his name right now, and I know how I'm gonna say he's my homie, and I can't remember his name right now. I smoke a lot, so relax, guys. But my other homie, you know, and I already said Mac of 808 Mafia. Then Southside's a cool dude. I'm not even gonna say my ties in with him. No, not famous, because that dude chased down he chased down a lot of those guys for a long. I remember when he got kicked out of 808 Mafia. Jensen, which is another dude that a lot of people don't know that I'm cool with. He's a really dope guy. He has a kit that I need to do a review on, and it's actually a 100% legit kit. But, I mean, that's a topic for another day. People always taking other people's shit out of their kits and then trying to repackage and act like it is. And I've talked about it several times on my slide. Bad Baby of 808 Mafia. But yeah, you know, TM obviously was an ex-member of 808 Mafia. I remember Metro Boomin was supposed to be an alleged member of 808 Mafia, but you know, he wanted to be Dolo Solo, and it worked out for him. But yeah, there's a few members of 808 Mafia that I fucks with on some heavy shit. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them I was introduced to through Swang, Deontay, back in the day. But anyways, back to this shit. Because I don't get off topic. It comes with 16 mono mic ins and outs. So, you know, you can plug up a lot of mic ins and stuff like that. If you want to mic up a drum kit, it's good. And then you can plug in a guitar, it's good. Then you have the iOS app that's very useful. This is really good for live and home performances. Great for sound design. And I think that's a really good plug for it. And I wish, where in the hell can I get a picture of this sumbitch? Let me see. I could go on their website here and click on it. Yeah, but Famous is cool. But the thing I peeped his chase. Like he was all over damn Twitter chasing, and he was also scamming people too as well. So I do speak on. I can speak on that because I was out in the open.
Homie smoked himself. Homie said he smoked himself into an early Alzheimer's.
that I did, bro. People don't understand, man. When it comes down to like you know, in my age right now, you know, I would say I probably say to the youth, because everybody thinks you're old when you're past 25 years old. You're old as hell. You're an old ass nigga. But like in my youth, I burnt it down. Like for real down. I'm not talking about no damn ounce a week or something like that. I'm talking about maybe we would have pound. Oh man, boy, I'm incriminating the hell. I don't smoke no more though, but but it's still in my system. But we used to smoke a whole lot in one day, like a whole lot in one day, dog. And it got to a point to where it was like I would wake up, man, blunt in my face, like straight up, like Friday, straight up, like smoke eight. Like it was that bad.
How high?
Ain't even brushed my teeth yet. People already passed me blunts. Like, bro, come on, man. It's 9 a.m, fam. But
how we get it on the West Coast out here?
Was I a blunt type of guy? Papers, blunts. I think I definitely like spliffs, man. You know, vaping wasn't a thing back then, but you know. When I do occasionally now, as I do vape, and I like the cleanness of the taste of the buzz when you do vape. That shit is crazy, especially when it's some good wax. Yeah, like I think more so of a White Owl blunt type guy. Backwoods, if I'm gonna roll like that.
That's why I was gonna ask. You don't do the woods since you were down in Atlanta.
Well, yeah, I mean, damn, you get backwoods for free. Like you see a backwood person just throwing that shit at you, like, hey man, you get 5 packs for free, and then it says you go over here, you ain't got no bloods though. Like, come on, fam. But yeah. KBZ even recycled sounds from his own kits into his new kit. Whatever, y'all buy the shit. But anyways, so yeah, Phillies. Yeah, I think I started off as a Philly guy, but Dutch,
yeah.
Yeah, Philly guy. The only thing I don't like about the Phillies, especially coming from the South, is that sometimes they be stale. They're not always fresh.
Man, I actually need a Dutch. I need the Dutch sponsor. So Dutch, just so you know, just shameless plug, Dutch.
Yeah. You shit. If you was out here, you get all kinds of sponsors in the smoke world, especially like in Miami. Shit.
Shit, yeah, they don't be. I gotta get down to Cali. Shit, so I'm in Vegas. They don't really be popping it off like that. The smoke culture is just barely getting into work.
Yeah, I really wish they need to hurry up and get this shit popping out here in Georgia, man, especially in Atlanta. Like, dog, I just want to be that guy that just walks down the street with the blunt in my mouth. Like, that's what it is.
Exactly.
Without having to worry about shit. Like, I mean, like, it's not like I don't do it now, but I'm just saying, like, I like do this shit. I want to throw my shit away because I hear 12 coming around the car. I hear the 12 wheels squeaking and shit.
Y'all paranoid and shit. I remember them days.
Right. So, yeah, and 12 be out here all the goddamn time, man. Shit always be happening out here in this damn neighborhood. Y'all don't know what y'all doing to Avalon Creek out here in the streets. Damn. But yeah, like it's just always some crazy stuff here that I just really want them to pass the law, man. You sit there wasting time with this whole abortion shit out here in Georgia. Like, man, like get to the proceedings of the evening. Legalize this shit. Damn it. That's
legalize the weeding.
Yes. Like, just legalize it, man. It's just like goddamn, like. It's a pointless crime to sit here and arrest somebody that got a blunt name out for arrest somebody that got an ounce on them and shit like that. Like, it's just so pointless. Like, it just really is. Like, really? Like, dude. It's like, really. Av, you seen DJ Khaled was losing his shit yelling at fools because his new album wasn't #1. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, he was upset because old girl had the #1 spot, and she actually has some dope ass songs. My thing about I spoke about DJ Khaled earlier. Did you get to see that video about did DJ Khaled diss FL Studio users?
Yeah. I seen that. Hey, DJ Khaled does put in work and shit, but the game hasn't met me yet. They haven't got a taste of Fresh 3 yet. And when fools hear the melodies that I'm dropping on FL, yeah. See, the thing is with DJ Khaled is this right here. I know a lot of people like, man, what does he do outside of yelling and memeing? I mean, obviously he's very good at promoting stuff. I'm not gonna say that he hasn't made any beats or anything like that, but it's obvious that he's far and beyond doing hands-on tactics, hands-on work. Regardless of what he might say right now. And, regardless, Son of a Side is not a really good album at all. It might be a few songs on there, regardless of his feelings about him having bangers. I remember, like, it's a damn shame when, you're watching The Breakfast Club and they talk about, well, DJ Khaled, like, they don't even hide the shit. Like, DJ Khaled has the radio station right now, so basically we're just gonna play all of his songs on Radio 1 and shit like that. I'm like, damn, dog, like, he really has
pushing stuff on the radio, make sure his shit is effective there to get his BDS. And then, you know, I don't know what else. Like, you know, people that got their choices to listen to shit on Spotify or whatever the hell else. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that Khaled was doing like the Quincy Jones thing, right? Doesn't he be like just like orchestrating stuff like, oh, let me pull this fool over here. And if,
That's what
oh,
he says. He says it is. I know. Or Ebro was talking about that in that interview 3 years ago, before it became like a prominent meme during that time. I wouldn't be surprised if like people was told to do like different memes about Cali during that time. But hey, anyways, I still got good traffic for that video.
Scott, like Scott Storch, which is the GOAT, you know, he don't be doing the drums. I always see the homie on the side always playing on the
Mm-hmm.
little Ableton push, doing all the drum work. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what I thought the DJ Khaled situation was like. He just sit in the back like, oh yeah, that's tight. Yeah.
I meant that. We
Yeah,
the
well, all right.
best.
I'm not thinking like it.
Yo, like, and that's the thing, you know, that's fine if you want to do that. I mean, that's still production in a nutshell, sadly enough, you know, but, you know, you have all these people that grab a pirated version of FL Studio and then they want to consider themselves producers and shit like that. Like, dude, you know, you just know your role. I mean, I know a lot of people might be upset about that, dog, but, you know, you can't really say you're a music producer just because you're sending beats to artists at random and you got free beats here galore and then you're on Beatstars or something like that. Like, come on, man, that doesn't make you a producer whatsoever. And, you know, giving that accreditation, you know, is an honor in that part, because there's a lot more to production than just sending somebody a beat. They got to be the right artist for it, the right songwriter, you know, things of that nature. Organization does matter, and that where I agree with Cali, but he's definitely not on Quincy Jones level. Quincy Jones actually played live instruments and shit.
Right. Well, what do you think about like? So a person that does do that, what do you think it takes for them to get to that level of being a producer? You know what I mean? Like if they do the pirated thing and they get the cracked VSTs and they sit there and make beats every day, watch tutorials, watch it, does that, and they actually absorb the information and they start venturing out and doing other stuff instead of like trying to type beat. Does that classify them as a producer then at that point?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, look, like straightforward. Like, you are a music producer. Like, most music producers at the end of the day know how song structure works. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to set up a song. They know why you're supposed to have a hook this way, or why you don't put so many damn sounds in the beat. And you know, they know how to, or it's not about knowing how, or they just make that effort. Like, they're overseeing the project. You know, that's what the term of producer means anyway. It's like a project overseer. Like, project overseeing is not just making a track and then just sending the beat out. You know what I'm saying?
all right.
But you can still get your production credit. I mean, regardless, you're still getting a writer's credit because you did partake in that composition. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you, the songwriter, the other songwriter that probably writes the lyrics for the song. If in that case, and it's okay to be a beat maker too, because you could put yourself in a better slot if you consider yourself a musician, like somebody like Flying Lotus that made beat tapes all of his career, and then started working with artists. Then he started working with other musicians and stuff like that. Then you become something even more extravagant. When you're putting your projects together, that you're overseeing your own project. That's production in a nutshell.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then.
But yeah, DJ Khaled was mad at Billie Eilish. I had to pull it up on my iPad real quick. He was mad at her, somebody that has a way better album than him. I've been playing a lot of her songs on my guitar, and just from song structure alone, of hearing the composition. I know she didn't maybe not produce those tracks, but still, just playing the riffs out, playing the melodies, and playing the strums out, like, it feels like music. It feels like music. Like, a lot of stuff, like, he's fucking with a lot of the popular artists, you know.
Hey, I know you heard DJ Khaled and SZA, that new track that just came out, and they did the Sorry Miss Jackson remake.
No, I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Like, yo, it sounds just like the I'm Sorry Miss Jackson beat. Like, it's same. It's like if it's just like copy paste and I'll just let me throw this synth in the background behind it.
Mhm. I know I
Go ahead.
have ran into SZA at Stinkonia, out here in
Great.
Atlanta. Out here in
Sis-
Atlanta, and done some photo shoots out here while she's been out here in Atlanta with her. Goddamn. With herself. But
She's amazing, but like I was like, how you talking about Billie Eilish and DJ Khaled? Like he's doing shit like that, and this girl's having producers actually make shit from scratch and put the
right.
work into it. It's about the and it comes down to, I don't know if people believe it too, but it comes down to vibrations and energy too. That energy you put into that track, it's gonna make people move. You're messing with frequencies and vibrations. You you know what I mean? Like
Right. And the real problem with it, but the real problem with the music that Kylie put on his album is, dog, what have we not heard already? Like, bro, like, doesn't matter who you're fucking with that are big names on at the end of the day. And shout out to my dudes now, because Lou Diaz, I know he worked on that album, and you know that's my dude. For everybody to know, Lou Diaz is the homie, and he's done a lot of great stuff as far as engineering and everything. And he does make moves out here too as well. And I'm so glad he's out here in Atlanta now. Uh, right hand man of Kylie, and then my homie, also Major Seventh. Major Seven has done some really dope records in the past, like what was the joint? The Devil's a Lie. He did that track, and that was the one that KE on the track tried to take credit for, due to the help of producer grind, being thirsty and wanting to fuck with people. But yeah, given that, like Major Seventh has worked on that Khalid album, and but still, it's like, what else are you bringing to the table that people haven't heard before? Because everybody's heard Cardi B, everybody's heard a lot of the flows out here. Everybody, all the people that you're fucking with, they're relevant now, and that's fine. But what is it that they're bringing?
exactly. We did, it's about time, like it's about time some new shit pops off.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I'm hoping for in 2019. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, not to trying to put TM88's business out here, but a lot of people think that he's silent in the wind, but he's definitely working with a lot of artists. I saw him working with 5 a.m. The song that he has, I reposted it on my IG. The song is dope. And then a couple other artists. He's doing stuff with West Coast rappers too as well. And I heard his West Coast track, and I was like, fuck,
right.
damn, what is this shit he not doing? And then he has his team too as well. Shout out to my homie MP 808 that's done a lot of stuff with TM on the side as well. And that they're actually bringing something a wee bit better to modern day music. But that's what TM does anyways. Like, he always is trying to find something a little beyond the average, the usual. And that people like him, Cali's had his time, is dope. He's really dope, and his formula is good. It works. But I like to see some of the fresh blood out here that's putting out the ridiculous records to continue to do just that.
Like me and you for facts, because them 808s that you pulling off are just ridiculous. Like,
shout out to Ocean View.
it's just the way you putting them 808 drops and the way that they're rolling and shit. That shit's ridiculous. That's next wave. Like, nobody's on that. Like, it's all next wave shit.
Word.
That's so.
Yeah, stuff like that takes time. A few more records put out there, I think people will get it. Also, there's things behind the scene that I'm not even going to talk about, but when it happens, people are going to start taking heed. I just really want to put them into fruition and make this shit happen on a production standpoint, and start working with a lot of people like you and giving the platform out. That's why I'm going to go back to the whole Traptendo Tunes Radio thing, because there's no point of sitting here trying to get on, our radio station that is popping out here for hip hop is 94 points. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I don't even give a fuck. But it's not too far from me. But the other one is Hot 107.9, which is like Hot 97. I've been both places already. It's like, nigga, like, this is 2019. I can have a radio station on my fucking channel, and introduce the world to a whole bunch of new, and not even have to complain about it, and let people just, you know, slowly introduce themselves into the platform that we built with our music. You know what I'm saying?
Got the Traptendo Spotify?
I do have a Spotify Traptendo, yes.
Yeah, so you just do the Traptendo Spotify playlist right there. There's your radio station right there. Hot as shit.
Yeah, my only thing is, and when you do like stuff with various artists, and I really want to do it, just like put a mix on there. I don't want to sit there and claim like make money off of it or anything like that. It's either everybody has to be on DistroKid, because otherwise I'm just gonna fuck with the people I know that are solidified, that really give a damn, that spent their money on DistroKid or some shape or form where we could all, you know, split everything together, because I don't give a fuck about no damn ASCAP or no damn BMI. None of them niggas never sent me a check worth even thinking about. But but you know, I just really want to do a lot more mixes and stuff like that, and you know, because tutorials and the type beat videos, I could do that all freaking day. I could do that all day. That's nothing. And I could be 100% right. And then on top of that, I can go and see some of these cats too. You know what I'm saying? And do that shit. I'm just, my really big issue with even doing stuff like that is like, man, how legit are you guys? Because a lot of these cats like to choose these fucking corny ass fucking places that have like Genius, because I think Genius is corny as shit. Obviously they are fuck Genius. There's no point in me even caring about. I have no respect for that platform. But you know, you have other platforms as well that really just, all they're doing is just, they don't really give a shit, but you know, people just look at, oh, it's 1 million subscribers. Oh, you got something else subscribers. Oh, well, that's good. And then, you know, and they don't really give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And in this day and age, I think everybody should take advantage of whatever platform that you have. Oh, so you think less of somebody, and you can also see and fuck with a lot of people too as well in the industry. And this is things that I just don't like, is that a lot of these dudes are so simp based. Like, they're simp based like hell. Like, oh, so you're gonna fuck with a girl that barely has a decent iPhone, that's watery as hell, and the only reason why you fucking doing an interview with her because you're trying to get draws from her. And like, dog, like, yo, like, let's be real. Like, like, you got your priorities fucked up. You're chasing draws when you should be chasing the proper format, the people that really care, the audience that cares.
Ain't trying to build that. Hey, a lot of motherfuckers ain't trying to build that black excellence and build that on. They just out here trying to get the extras that come along with the shit. So that's why they're not prospering like it should be. Straight up.
Right.
Yeah. But it's all right. Like, I just got this feeling like 2020 and beyond, shit's finna change and shift in a major way. Major. So
yeah, like, I've been all gas, no brakes since 2015, dude. Like, it just, like, like 2015, what did I do? I put out about 600 fucking videos in 1 year. Now, a lot of people don't understand. Like, when I look at, and I'm not comparing myself to these motherfuckers, and shouts out to them for achieving such less videos and getting so much more notoriety from it. But I put out 600 freaking videos in a year. That's almost double the amount of days in a year. 600 videos, 365 days in a year.
Like grind mode.
And I'm at 43,000 subscribers, which I'm happy about. But yet you have people that don't even have 100 videos, and they're almost at fucking 1 million subscribers. Funny as hell. I've always talked about that. It's funny how things work.
It's all right. They just keep on just copy and pasting. Because you could go see that every one of them they talk about the same shit. So who you gonna pick? Because some of them are leading you down some straight bullshit. You be going on this shit, and he just take 20 minutes to tell you something that he could have took you 60 seconds to tell you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
they had this wonderful long ass 12-minute intro. You know, and it's nothing wrong with having high quality stuff, high quality videos, as far as like quality of the camera and all that. But how much are you really digesting from these people that are doing these videos, like the mixing mistakes, the fucking what else, counter melodies? Like, come on, man. I just really just think those are the stupidest videos. Period. I understand a video like
Music theory. That's all it is.
counter melody, nigga.
Yeah. So either go learn music theory or buy the plugins that help you do it for you. Like people are just making it too complicated. Like, and it's getting to the point where the music's just sounding like the same shit over and over again, recycled, and like it's. I can understand why some fools don't have fun with it no more. It needs to get back to the essence of fun.
Blaze FM said 12-minute intro asking niggas to subscribe. Yeah, I
subscribe. Hey, hit the like button. Subscribe. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll hit the subscribe button.
And you know, I know this dude's in my city or whatnot, and I'm gonna pay them a visit. But I'm so freaking tired of people tagging me in the Drew Somatic, like the giveaways that like dude, come on, man. Like, I don't want to be tagged in this, man. I don't look for somebody to give me something.
That's clickbait. That's what fools don't understand. That's that clickbait shit. But it's all right. We just won't give a organic shit's finna rise. And this cookie cutter ass hip hop cookie cutter ass beat making shit is finna be dead in my eyes.
MFY Rising Mayo says how Curtis King say he's not selling beats online anymore, but he's on Beatstars. Curtis King, yeah, look at him from this perspective the same way I do. He's a guy of massive brilliance when it comes to strategy. And one of the main reasons why he would say such a thing like that is because he's green lighted as far as getting the eyes. He knows how to make you want to click on something to either complain in the comment section or to watch it to a certain degree, in which he does a great job of captivating people with his time. When I saw that video, I was just like, what? I'm like, come on, fam. The things that I observed from that video, and mind you, he said, okay, I'm not selling beats on here no more. And it's not because I ain't making no money. I'm making a lot of money. I'm like, okay, if you're making a lot of money from you selling beats, and then, you know, the whole idea of it was him to talk about his subscriber based thing that he's doing over there using Beatstars. Great option that I think a lot of companies that do things on the same line should take heed to Beatstars, and that's the subscription based model that you can make up using Beatstars. And he's using that to pump out his video and be the pilot of his community and whatnot as they give him information. And that's the main thing that he's doing as far as that. Like, but you know, that the videos like that they serve their purpose, and it's for you guys to react. So either you're gonna react to it by either ignoring it, or you're gonna react to it by just taking heed to what he's doing, understanding, because the psychology behind it, he knows what the psychology of what the average person is gonna do. Like, whoa, why in the world you ain't gonna be on Beatstars or sell beats or whatever?
It's crazy. If everybody reads this book called 48 Laws of Power, you'll see exactly what everybody's doing. Like, it tells you most of these fools read this book and they start doing the shit that's in the book, basically. And this is the schemes. I just see it every day. Like, it's scheming.
Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of commercials on YouTube, like, oh, you want to know how I got this nice car? Like, you got somebody that's like making fun of that guy, but he's still pitching the exact same fucking thing as that guy.
Yeah, dog. I mean, the best thing fools could do is just keep their head down and just tunnel vision, and that'll get you right. They put you where you want to be at.
Yeah, like the whole scam era is ridiculous now. Especially my main thing I have a huge problem with, especially with YouTube being so protective of these scammers. Like Unison Audio, like, dog, a fucking 2500 MIDI pack with it was alleged scales inside of there that you can use, and most people are gonna use that shit and buy it, are the FL Studio guys. But then you have your influencers that are using this video or pitching the stuff because you paid them to spread the word so you can sell more of this stupid ass MIDI pack, which you could pay like $50 for a damn scaler, and you could have all these answers right in front of you, or even other things at that is well worth it.
Can't you just download I got you, bro. Shout out Texas. I was born in San Antonio, so shout out Texas for sure. Sorry.
Right.
Can't you like go search for MIDI, the scales, and then
like they got it from Phil. The whole thing about that scam was they got it from somebody else. Like they didn't even freaking figure it out themselves. And they got it from fillyoursounds.com. They had a MIDI pack just like that, and they filled it out. They even used their freaking the infographics to understand like how the circles of fifths work, and how you can apply the diminished scale, and how augment scales work, and how flats work, and sharps work, and chord relationships, and all that shit was. And like I was like, damn, they took somebody else's shit, like for real. And you know, with 25, I mean that's too good to be true. Anyways, 2,500 MIDIs. Like, dude, really? Like, come on, man. And on top of that, if you are FL Studio head, and I've already done videos on it, like, you have that shit inside of FL Studio no matter what version you use. If you're using FL 11 and 10, like an ass wipe, instead of using 20, like, you still have this feature. Like, you have the stamps, and you can use those stamps and get that type of vibe.
Yeah, I sorry to go off topic, but I don't get why fools be using FL 11 when they could just use 20.
Because they see their gods using that shit, and you see when you see your gods like the people that use that shit, like then they want to copy what they're doing because they believe that, you know, whatever is alleged out there, that information is gotta be legit when it comes down to workflow and all that. And it's like, whatever, go ahead. When I make a damn gross beat pack and you can't fucking use it, whatever.
Hey, I heard Phil's talking about the sound quality is.
Oh man, my dude, when it
that was the one that flipped me out. The sound quality is better in 11 than it is in 12 and 20. Like,
bro, your mixes is ass anyway, so why would it matter?
Take the fruity limiter off when you make beats, bro.
Yo, but it's wild. But yeah, it's just I don't know, man. Like I just feel I don't know. I don't want to be that guy that's just bitching out loud. But there's some people saying there's no block mode in 20. Yeah, you can shrink it down and it'll look just like the blocks. Like if you don't gotta sit there and look at the MIDI. But I think that's more when I used to be heavy on those blocks. I used to love them, and then when I stretched it out and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I started laying beats out and I could see the MIDI and stuff like that in the playlist. I was like, this is so much better. Like I can see it and I can trim this. You can't trim the blocks.
Nope.
You want to be making 1 bar loops though, or the rest of your life, so you can have man, that's a lot of work, bruh.
That's like what machines having problems with right now. They just come with get out the stuck in the bar and get more freedom. I would have switched to machine, bro, if they have it more free and not so blocky when you put the what's it called on.
Oh, you talking about as far as like working through scenes? Because you could set a standard. I have mine to 8 bars. Sometimes I set it like 16 bars, and then I start making a beat.
And we'll say like, you know, like in FL how like you want to drop out the drums in certain parts. Like, all right, in this front part, I want this to drop out here, and I'm just gonna cut the 808 halfway out. And machine, you got to be like, well, I want this to be 3 bars, so I have to make this 3 bars, and I have to make it like that's too complicated.
I think what I overall do when I do 808s in there is I think I bounce it down. I think I bounce my 808 line down, and then I just make it an audio track, and I also put I truncate, and then I make it into one of those time stretching thingies or whatever. It's been a minute since I turned on my damn Mark III, but it's dope though. I love it.
Hey, machine is dope, and somebody said machine is not a DAW. Okay, it's not a DAW, but the way they marketed it, it should be a DAW. They should be catching up because if they did catch up and made it fully functional DAW, that shit would kill the game straight like that. Because Machine is dope.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I picked up. I picked up a Machine before FL Studio, straight up.
And then you can pull up a machine in your FL or Ableton. It runs better to me from my test, even though I haven't done the video on it yet because I just don't feel like doing all this damn micro editing. Yes, I am that damn lazy. Like I would just would put like machine in the Ableton Live, do the loops in the machine, put it on the put it in Ableton, convert it over, boom, 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 boom.
I seen fools do that. They got it clean on Ableton FL. Oh no, that shit was hell on earth for me. I was like, oh, I gotta drag scenes out all, and I was like, yeah, no, cool. I don't want to do that. Well, I like to work with MIDI more than I like to work with the samples. So it just depends on what your preference is.
Yeah. And then on top of that, they have a pretty bomb ass sale right now. 50% off on like 90% of the shit that they got. So it's good. I mean, I ain't probably ain't gonna spend anything because I ain't got the bread, but you know, it is what it is. See, I'm gonna answer one more question here. Let me see. Jay Beats and Wade said they must have the cracked version. Of course. Well, I don't know. I've been on FL's website and because I wanted to do a making a beat with the original FL Studio video just for shit laughs, and I just thought to myself, I didn't see anything about legacy installation or anything like that. But you know, it is what it is. If you use one sound per group in machine, you can work it similar to FL. Is that so, Grits and Gravy? I'm pretty sure.
My boy Zenze be fucking it up in machine. Like he be fucking it up, but it's still you want that freedom. Like in Ableton, you could get nasty with the scenes and like take shit out how you want. Like say you did half bars, say you wanted the kick or something to drop out like at the very end of the last 4 bars, like right at the end you wanted the kick to drop out. You know what I'm saying? You could just go on FL and I could just drag the scene, boom, that kicks out of there. And that's what you need on everything, just the easiness workflow.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the reason why I rock with Ableton Live so hard. I mean, at the end of the day, all I'm gonna do when I make a track in Ableton Live is just straight up. I'm gonna straight up just make a track. I don't even use like the loop formats. I can set it to 4, 8, 16 or whatever bar loops, but I just have it on free. And if I decide to stop looping, I just stop there, and then I'll adjust it or whatnot. But it's just that total amount of freedom is why I like the using the push to and Ableton Live. Is just like, hey, I don't gotta have a damn loop at all. I mean, I could make my 808 16 bars on one, and then I can make this melody 8 bars. It's gonna loop perfectly.
And that's where you get them crazy ass melodies from, because you're not stuck in the box like that. So that's crazy. I wish I would have picked up Ableton. If I would have picked up Ableton first, and I would have stayed with Ableton, but I never even. I'm like how you said about the videos being lazy. I don't got time to learn a new DAW.
Word. That's how I feel about Studio One. I know everybody's like MG and all them and CMP. They tell me, hey man, you need to learn Studio One. You sleeping on it, blah blah blah. I'm like, bruh, like I'll sit there and talk to the Studio One reps, and I just don't see like where it would benefit me if I'm going to Pro Tools based studios, even if it does have all the better things that Pro Tools don't do very well. Pro Tools is in here. Avid is the Illuminati, my dude. Like, I'm gonna go with fucking Pro Tools. I know people gonna be like, "Oh man, the nigga Av, man, he's slipping." I don't give a fuck.
Hey, if you're recording fools and doing mix and mastering and engineering, Pro Tools hands down. If you don't do it, you sleep.
Right.
Pro Tools, straight up.
Somebody was talking about you need to learn how to use mutes and automation in Machine. Yeah, well, yeah, I could. Too bad that there are not too many good videos on stuff like that. So that for any machine head out there, I would recommend it. I do watch Accurate Beats, but Accurate Beats doesn't use that type of workflow. I also watch my dude DDS, and shout out to him, wherever he's doing right now. And he has another video on. Also, what was the other dude? Mike something. that's really popping. His channel, he deserves the his channel to be popping because he does a lot of videos, and also with my other homie as well. Who was the other dude? He's an old head like me, not squared. They don't do like very intimate videos about like how the machine works. That's the only unfortunate thing. I think the closest person is DDS, and he sells most of his courses. Rob Illinois said, Av, why you say ever since Arturia reached pigments? No, damn, I actually messed that one up. He said, Av, why you say ever since Arturia released pigments, Native Instruments end up delaying Massive X? Well, I'm just saying, like, Pigments was obviously supposed to be like a new and updated Massive, and then Massive X comes out. Massive X obviously looks a lot like Arturia Pigment in certain regards. I don't know all of the functionality of it, even though I have messed with Massive X way before they even announced it. And I'm not under NDA, so I could say that. But, you know, like, Pigments actually does a lot of things that the Massive X does not do very well. And, you know, Native Instruments is taking their time with it. Why wouldn't you, if you are a corporation, why would you drop something that will be inferior to something that's already out on the market? It only makes sense for you to try to capitalize on many things that you could do better or even learn from on said company, especially Arturia. I remember at one time was only just stamp software, just like Native Instruments. Native Instruments had the lead, but now Arturia is catching up. They got a whole bunch of shit that they got. They got their, the lab studio thingies. Pigment, I did it. That was a demo that I reviewed in the first place. Arturia is just weird. I don't know if they just don't mess with certain people or some type or whatever, because they obviously whatever. But anyways, they have good product at the end of the day, you know, regardless of my feels of Arturia. But Native Instruments obviously knows that, so they are, you know, making sure that the product is right. Because why drop something that ain't good?
Yeah, the analog lab be coming in handy, so
right,
very, very much so.
I know that collection that everybody always talking about, man, you should do the collection to have the Arturia collection and all that. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and get and take up about 50 gigs of my shit when I need 50 gigs for sounds that I can create myself, dog. Y'all got to understand, like, when I hear a sound, I hear the sound and I know how to recreate it. Sometimes it will be a little off because I ain't the best, but, you know, practice makes perfect. But I'm all about creativity, man. I don't really need just to get vintage sounds.
Oh, Av, since I got you on the podcast right now, you gotta go ahead and make that Cardo Got Wings Electrobank, bro.
I was looking for records that he did. The only one that I could find was God's Plan. I'll
shoot you a lot. If you need some Cardo influence, I'll just shoot you what he be making, man. Yeah.
Right, and I will get on it. Like, it's, you know, I'm already done with the slime Pierre, or what is it called, Slime Mirror XP already. I'm done. I got the cover. All I'm just gonna do is just make the tracks over again, just so people will know just that I'm the legitimacy of the pack, and you know, just add a little drum kit. He uses the same trap drums as everybody else, but you know, here it is again. For you.
I'm definitely copping that one. The Airborne go hard.
Yeah. Pierre, I actually like, when I was sitting there listening to a lot of his music and his production, I was like, you know, it's nothing really extravagant, but at the same time, it is very practical from when you can hear the records itself, because he's very simple. He uses 1-bar loops when he makes melodies, and they work. Like Magnolia. And what was the other song, Nike, that I was listening to? All the stuff that he did with Young Nudie, like a lot of the stuff is just like 1-bar loops, but they all make sense to the vibe of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's like, he be taking you on a ride. I fuck with Pierre a lot. Like,
right.
Rose is dope.
He kind of bit a little bit of the Trap Tendo swag. I peeped that. I peeped that. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for this nigga. I'm waiting for somebody. I know it's gonna happen. Like somebody's gonna come out and they're gonna try to ignore the whole Traptendo thing and not realize. They're not gonna realize that I did all the legal mumbo jumbo. Like I got Traptendo trademarked. I got certain rights to the name Traptendo. I could do certain things with certain emblems or whatnot. I can't use the whole Nintendo looking Traptendo. Obviously, I'm not gonna fuck with Nintendo because they are those boys.
Yeah,
But
don't play.
Traptendo, they can't do nothing to me because I make sure that I got Traptendo in there, and I just But I'm waiting for somebody. I know it's gonna be a rapper, producer, because I seen somebody on ADSR. They had a Traptendo pack. I'm like, oh, word, my dude, word. I'm like, yeah, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if there was shit in there that was mine in the first place. But it is what it is. Scam artist is a scam.
Hey, them boys out here buying. So,
what does one go? How does one go to copyright or trademark one shit? You can go plenty of places. First, I will go to LegalZoom.com. Trademarking is not cheap, by the way. $250 just to fill out the registration, then $250 to push that shit. So you're paying $500 for a trademark. But the end result of it is that somebody can't just jack your goddamn name. And something as much work I put it into promoting Traptendo, I knew for a fact that hey, somebody in their right mind is gonna go ahead and say that they did this shit. So I need to go ahead and trademark it. So instead of buying like new gear, new clothes, new swag, new weed, I went and trademarked the shit.
real shit. I have to get on that shit. Most def. But hey, good looking. You just gave me some info because I didn't know it was 5. I read it said like 3 something. I was like, oh, cool. So now I know it's 5.
Yeah, and I think it's like oh damn, here I go stuttering. I think it's about $1,000 to do it internationally. So you can protect yourself over here in the United States, but internationally you can't. And there are companies that don't do the international thing, and it kind of sucks because that's why you have certain video games. If you peep video game titles being changed in different regions because somebody already had it trademarked in Japan or something like that, like Star Fox. Star Fox isn't called Star Fox in Europe because somebody already has the name Star Fox, but it's called Star Fox out here because nobody has a trademark for Star Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn, it gets deep. The rabbit hole gets deep.
Right. So somebody probably they're gonna try me in like Europe. They're going, oh, I'm Traptendo in Europe. I got my trademark. Like, word, you ain't Traptendo in the States, bitch. Nintendo plotting right now. Black Mario. Yeah, we Traptendo out here in Japan, ho. Don't come over here with that trap shit. Nobody will like it anyways. It's trash. Everybody tired of it.
Real. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. So I do appreciate everybody for joining us. It's a little longer than usual, almost 2 hours. God damn. Yeah, but I do appreciate everybody for coming through. I really do appreciate you. I was about to say your old name, Freshy Fresh, for joining us on this podcast, man, and on this short notice because I know everybody has something to do.
If you guys want to check me out, you could follow me on Instagram at Fresh3Fresh. You know what I'm saying? I got videos on YouTube. Check out my boy Zensei. He's dope. He's dope as well. And y'all just stay blessed out there and keep working hard. Don't let these views determine who you are. Just keep working hard and don't worry about the next man and what he's doing. As long as you putting in the work, the universe is gonna bless you accordingly. So
right. That's a great message too because that's the end result for me. It's like, man, I'm not gonna worry about who's getting all these views if they get 1 million views on whatever or how many subscribers because that ain't affecting me at the end of the day. Like Traptendo Ukraine. But yeah, it's that none of that affects me or whatnot, and and stop chasing this credit of what you do anyways. I know there's people out there that just steal shit and they just don't have no they just want to chase your clout and want to steal. They're not original, but don't let them what makes you creative is that you can always be on top with your creativity, and you can always level your shit up, man. And these people are always gonna copy you.
And the slime boys and snakes that be doing the slime and snake shit, their shit is gonna run out. Because like karma's a bitch, and she a cold one.
Right. Absolutely.
That's real. So just keep your head down and just go hard. But I appreciate you, Av. Thank you so much for
Always a pleasure, man. We're gonna get this Trap Tendo Tunes Radio popping again. Oh my god, I wanted to do the first one. I wanted to do the first one again and just perfect it. But damn, I don't have none of the records anymore. Like none of the beats from that time. I'm so fucking pissed at myself, man. I fucking deleted it. Huh?
Your email that you had everybody send.
Dude, you know how many beats from 1 to 2 it was? All the fire shit, and then Zombie Headquarters Radio and all that. Like, I am pissed.
I wanted to rap on everybody's beats, so because everybody shows hard.
Yeah, that was a cold one. That was a very cold. The first one was really cold. It has this shit moments, including that bitch ass motherfucker that stay out there with you. But he don't stay with you, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
The guy that will remain nameless. But
don't let him do. Hey, everybody watching, do not let him be the one that makes you think Vegas is like that, because we ain't like that. We get it fucking popping out here.
Right. Yeah, man. And he's from Arizona anyways. He ain't from no motherfucking Vegas.
Yeah, I'm from Vegas shit. So we popping out here. We get it turned. So
now people gonna hit me on my IG talking about some, this live stream talking shit to you right now, talking shit to me. Like people be hitting me up about that shit too. Like I'm like, dog, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. I got a block. I've been had a block. Oh man, he said you got another account. I'm like, dog, looking up accounts and shit. And like, dog, there's people that really are petty like this, that are making fake accounts. I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together. Like, man, this dude's doing this shit just cause. This nigga has a fucking multi-platinum plaque, nigga. If I had that shit, my nigga, dog, everything would be popping right now.
Dead ass. He's just like trying to get that last little bit.
A drip of clout.
Mad scientist, he trying to see what the fuck's going on with you up in there, really cooking on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nigga, it's good, dog. Like I'm so happy. Like shit ain't where shit might not be like that in the physical right now. But dog, when you can see a positive future for what type of work that you put in, and you've already done it before over and over again, you perfect the plan, dog. There's no stopping it at all.
Exactly. That's when you touch them Jay-Z numbers. That's what fools need to be on, that billionaire status, that billionaire boys club shit.
Right. When this Trap Tendo Tunes Radio shit get popping again, and a whole bunch of shit, bro, I'm like, man, fuck it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to hit y'all with that outro. I do appreciate y'all. We out of here.